Welcome to Big 12 Baseball on Both Sports on Spreaker Internet Radio. Tonight we bring you a battle for the Big 12 out of Manhattan, Kansas, as the Kansas State Wildcats take on the Oklahoma Sooners. We're picking this one up in the bottom of the third. Score tied at 0 right now between Kansas State and Oklahoma. A 2-2 count right now as RJ Santagate is at the plate right now. In a moment, we will have your lineups for the night. So, Kansas State has had, I believe, 3 or 4 base runners, but none of them coming from hits. 2 straight hit batters in the second inning for the Wildcats as ball 3 comes in from Jonathan Gray. So Santagate, when leading off, bats .368. And against the righties, batting .364. Ball put in play, ground ball to the second baseman, and he is thrown out. So Laranza throws him out for out number 1. So coming up will be Ross Kivett for the Wildcats. Tonight, Ross Kivett playing at second base as K-State back to the top of their batting order. They have had 3 base runners as being walked. As Kivett takes a ball, almost got hit by Gray's pitch. The 1-0 comes in and fouled off to the right side. This is a sold-out crowd for the Wildcats. They announced it was sold out late in the day, so that proceeded for Kansas State to start to sell standing room only tickets. As Kivett grounds one, and it's going to be an infield single for Ross Kivett. Took a big bounce off the turf here in Manhattan, and not going to be able to make a play on it. So, as we'll go over it again, just bounced right in front of the plate, and it was a high bounce, having to take a leap from shortstop was Mayfield. Jack Mayfield had nothing he could do with it, so now it'll be Tanner Witt playing in left field. He walked in his first at bat in the first inning. Kansas State yet again has base runners, and they'll try to at least get a man home this time. As he's up in the count early, a pickoff attempt by Gray. They're not going to get Kivett. So tomorrow's game at 6:30 in Manhattan, and then 1:30 on Sunday. That'll be senior day. K-State just needs to take one game, and they have won the Big 12 baseball regular season title. And going to step off. So Gray, 2 1/3 innings pitched. He has just given up his first hit of the game. Oklahoma has 2 hits. And another pickoff attempt by Gray. Not going to get him. Full recap of tonight's game. A video recap with stats and audio. Going to be posted on YouTube. It will also be here on Spreaker as a foul ball, so it'll be a 1-1 count. Kivett was running on that. Not sure if it was a hit and run or if Kivett decided he wanted to go. Against the right-handed pitchers, Tanner Witt's batting .331 on the year. Gray's pitch comes in. Swing and a miss. Kivett goes, and he is safe with a stolen base. So Kansas State has another runner in scoring position. We'll see if they can get something done with it. As we look at it again in slow motion, it was very close. Looked like at first glance that he had him, but looking at it in slow motion shows that Kivett was in there. But again, Witt does miss on the pitch, so it's a 1-2 count. Pitch comes in from Gray, and ball 2. Off-speed pitch, a little low into the outside. So K-State busted into the top 25 last week at number 21 in the nation. This week moving up to number 18. And Gray steps off, turns around, not going to get Kivett. Kansas State only has 4 seniors in the lineup tonight. As the 2-2 comes to Witt. Witt is one of those seniors. Gray's pitch. Kivett goes. Swing and a miss. And the throw was offline. So Kivett is safe at third. And then, of course, Witt, it was a dropped third strike. So he runs over. And he will be safe at first base, I believe. So apparently he did tag Witt. So Shane Conlon will come up now. 2 down, man on third. He fouls one off to the left side by the Kansas State bullpen. With 2 outs, he's batting .316 this year. He has 27 RBIs. And the pitch, ball 1 is high. So let's take a look at Jonathan Gray's stats this season. 8-2 record, 1.39 ERA, and 97 1/3 innings pitched. As ball 2 comes a little inside to Shane. He has only allowed 58 hits, 15 earned runs, 114 strikeouts, and 20 walks. So Jonathan Gray pitching very well this year. Swing and a miss there by Conlon. So it is a 2-2 count with 2 down. Man on third for the Wildcats in the bottom of the third inning. Trying to win a Big 12 baseball title. The pitch. And fouled off to the left side again by Conlon. So Kivett stole second, then stole third. 2-2 pitch again. Getting ready to come in from Jonathan Gray. Here comes the pitch. And that'll be fouled off back behind the plate. So Gray's pitch count's going to be getting up there. Gray, a junior, transferred from Eastern Oklahoma State University. The pitch comes in and popped up, and it'll drift over and caught by the fence on the right side. So Oklahoma, yet again, avoids a crisis. We'll bring you those the Kansas State and Oklahoma lineups now. All right, so batting first and playing second, it's Ross Kivett for the Wildcats. Tanner Witt is batting second and playing in left field. Shane Conlon playing first and batting third. Jared King in that fourth spot playing in center. Austin Fisher is the shortstop. He's batting fifth. John Davis in right field. He's batting sixth. Mitch Meyer, the designated hitter, is in the seventh spot. Blair DeBoard bats eighth and catches for the Wildcats. And R.J. Santagate plays third and will bat ninth The pitcher is Levi Mavoris. So now for the Oklahoma Sooners. In center field, it's Craig Aiken. Jack Mayfield follows him, playing shortstop. Matt Oberst plays first base for the Sooners. Max White in left field. Hector Lorenzana plays second base. Anthony Himmelin at catcher. Garrett Carey at third base. Hunter Haley at right field. And then Colby Carpenter, the DH, bats ninth for the Sooners. Jonathan Gray doing the pitching for Oklahoma. So here we go. Top of the fourth as the pitch in for strike one from Levi Mavoris. Going through this Oklahoma batting order, Matt Oberst will have a swinging bunt, and they will throw him out at first base. As the board came up and grabbed it and threw him out. So it's Max White, the left fielder, up. As he bats right-handed. As the pitch comes in, and a ball. Max White, the captain of this Oklahoma team. As he is one of those Oklahoma seniors, as ball two into Max White. Max White, he is in that cleanup spot, batting fourth. The 1-0 pitch comes in from Mavoris. And a swing and a miss at a pitch that kind of fell into the dirt by Mavoris. Mavoris, 5-0 on the year, 46 and 2/3 innings pitched, 14 earned runs, and a 26-7 strikeout walk ratio. The 2-1 pitch comes in, and a swing and a miss as a fastball goes right by Max White, and after being up in the count, White is now even with Mavoris, 2-2. The 2-2 comes in, and a ground ball to third base as Santagate steps up and throws out Max White for out number 2. So K-State rolling through this lineup pretty quickly. This game moving along pretty quick. As a fly ball and a dive and missed out in right field by Davis. Lorenzana will have a triple for Oklahoma with 2 down in this inning. So Anthony Hermelin will be put with the task of trying to drive in the first run of this game and give Oklahoma a lead. Oklahoma has to sweep the series to win the Big 12 title. So this is very big. Of course, K-State, they swept their series last weekend in Lawrence against the Jayhawks, who had a slim chance of being atop the Big 12 when the season ended. That all ended by being swept by Kansas State. So here comes the pitch, and fouled off to the left side by Hermelin. As we'll take a look at Hector Lorenzana as the pitch comes in low in the dirt, and Lorenzana will not advance. He last went to Howard Community College. He was born and lived in San Diego, California. He is a junior, batting and throwing right-handed. This year he's got a .278 average. And a ground ball through the third baseman. So Anthony Hermelin will score Hector Lorenzana, and that is the first run of the game. So Oklahoma takes a 1-0 lead over the Wildcats. So K-State's going to have to start to do something when they get base runners. It's a very good at-bat. So K-State's got to hope they can get out of this as first pitch comes in for a strike from Mavorse. So his 15th earned run of the year. Attempts a pickoff of Hermelin. Nothing doing. He comes set. 0-1 pitch. Coming in. And a ground ball into the right field. And Davis comes up. We'll throw it in to second. And first and second, 2 down now. So Garrett Carey is now on base with a single. So Hunter Haley comes up to the plate for the Sooners. So Levi Mavorse may be starting to have a little fall apart here. So everyone going to come out to the mound and have a little chat. Gives us some time to update you on some scores amongst everywhere else. As Hill went out to talk to Mavorse. West Virginia and Oklahoma State tied at 0 in the bottom of the 4th. Texas leading TCU in the top of the 3rd, 1-0. And a pitch got away from Mavorse. And so a wild pitch is ball 1. And it's second and third now, 2 down. So Kansas State might start to think about getting somebody up in their bullpen. A quick reminder that after this half of the inning, we will be having to switch over to a different set as we're about to reach our 30-minute per segment time limit, as we're at about 20 minutes, so we want to be able to cover the whole bottom of the 4th inning for you. Here comes the 1-0 pitch now. And a big swing and a miss by Hunter Haley. He struck out in his first at-bat today. Bats pretty well with runners in scoring position. Batting .310 in situations like that. But a .263 average on the year as the third pitch is a little to the outside and low. And it's a 2-1 count now. And Mavorse's pitch comes in, 2-1. And they're going to say ball. The Kansas State crowd not really liking it. So it's 3-1 now. 2 down. Second and third occupied by the Sooners. Now DeBoard talking with the home plate umpire. Who had signaled 3-0. That's why DeBoard was talking to him. So he gets it fixed quickly, and it's 3-1. The pitch comes in and fouled off. So a full count now. DeBoard's still a little concerned about the count. So a full count now, 2 down. 2 men on, and that's lofted into center field. 2 runs will score for Oklahoma State. And that means Haley will pull into second with a 2 RBI double, and it is 3-0 Oklahoma here in the top of the 4th. And that's when you definitely have to start thinking of getting somebody up and in from Mavoris. As we're going to steer away real quick and switch over to a different broadcast system. It'll be under KSU versus Oklahoma, Part 2 on Both Sports on Spreaker Internet Radio. We'll be right back with more 4th inning action of Kansas State and Oklahoma, live from Manhattan, Kansas.